Hello, my name is Cedric and today I want to introduce you the new Novag family member, the Novag T-ForcePlus 750 series. Let's take a look closer and have a walk around, and I will show you some existing configuration and some new stuff which we brought out with this series. Let's start with some standard additional equipment which we already had for some years in our configuration list. It's a hose reel where you can put an air pistol and cleaning out the metering units, or maybe the rear of the tractor like you want. That's already standard. The calibration bag hook is also standard already since a few years. And then now with this series we have a new feature. It's a double fan to secure high output with high seeding rates like faba beans or high winter wheat seeding, to always secure with the new working with enough airstream. And there we are coming to the next point. The 750 comes with 7.2 and 7.5 meter working width, so it's on the same model like the 650, same tire size, same hopper size, but the wings are much wider to achieve 7.2 and 7.5 meter working width. With that also a new row spacing coming around. That means at this particular machine we have now 35 openers. That's 18 in the front, 17 in the rear, and that's 21.42 centimeter row spacing. And this way you get 7.5 meter working width. Also available is a 25 centimeter row spacing and 24 centimeter row spacing with only 30 openers, and then you get the 7.5 and 7.2 meter working width again. There's one version where you get 36 openers on this seeder, but only 7.2 meter working width. But still. Let's have another look. We have here a new box where you can now store some maybe little seeds like slug bait or calibration bag, or the rotor, different rotor sizes, maybe some spare parts as you wish. But it's like more than double the size of the old one. Also quite new but already available since a few years is the front spreader ramp, where we can when we want to do some inter-row seeding or some grassland reseeding, we can spread a part of the seeds to the front, and then the openers, the press wheels, will press the seeds to the ground. This is only recommended for very small seeds who just need some contact with the soil, and then will grow already. Like I said, the hopper size is the same. We have in total 5,400 liters, and then there's a middle wall which you can change in either a configuration where you have almost 50-50 in the percentage, or if you move it to the front, then the rear hopper gets much bigger, and then you have 3,600 liters in the rear, and then still 1,800 in the front. Here now the seeder was sold to a customer in Latvia, and he is currently seeding winter wheat. Just 2 days ago he drilled his first fields with this machine, and he's putting 230 kilogram of winter wheat. So because we have here in Latvia very short autumn and then quite early winter, and this year is quite a slug intensive year in no-till. This means that you better start with a high seeding rate, 400 seeds per square meter already now, mid of September. But the conventional farmers, the customer here is saying, conventional farmers do like to do already 500 or 550 seeds per square meter. So with the Novag you can save some seeds as well in no-till. But then he's also putting down some fertilizer. It's DAP, so diammonium phosphate, with 15% nitrogen and 46% phosphor. Just 80 kilogram to have a little bit push for the seeds, for the young winter wheat seeds, and some chance to fight the slugs in the soil. Okay, let's move more to the rear, or to the middle, better to say. You see here the two funnels of the front and of the rear hopper. Like again, we will have we will show you with a little video inside of the hopper how the flap can move to the front. All right, now we are on top of the machine, looking inside the hopper to see about this flexible wall. So you have these two compartments. That's now the front hopper, and they have the 50-50% configuration. So the fertilizer gets in the front compartment, or here you can put it in. And this is the flap, which you can unscrew and then put there. This is what you are doing like once or twice in the season, depending what kind of fertilizer and seeding rate conditions you have. And here in the rear we have the rear hopper, very nice and clean, which is currently at a size of about 2,700 liters, and so it can take very good 2 tons of winter wheat seeds, which last with this seeding rates here for almost 10 hectares. So those are the two main hoppers. So the rear one is for the black hoses, for the winter wheat. That's why they're already getting red a little bit. And this is for the fertilizer on the inside of the machine. And here we come directly to the next gimmick, the rear spreader ram. You can see 6 spreader heads in total, where we can now put slug bait down. He's putting 4 kilogram per hectare for now, and then when the seeds come out, very likely he will be putting again like 4 or 5 kilogram, like 7 or 10 days after seeding, to secure that the slugs are getting their fair share as well. Yeah, and now we see here the auxiliary bin, where we have a six-way funnel to support all 6 of these the spreader heads for the slug bait. So the slug bait is in here, and then also a little bit new with this update is a new ladder, where you can then go up and reach the distributor heads or refill the auxiliary bins, or when the telehandler brings you the seeds and you want to empty it in the rear of the machine, then you can do it from the rear access. Also with this series we are improving the distributor heads. That means that it will be available with single row shut off. So right now we always have seed flow control on each hose, and then if you want to have a tram line, you need these special black boxes where then a flap will close when the tram line is activated. So this seeder has 4 tramline valves per distributor head, and also we have here mounted the half width shut off. So you need 3 systems to have all the functions like seed flow control, the tramline system if you want to have it, and then for half width shut off you need it as well. But you still have no section control. That's why on the Agritechnica we will show you the same size of IntelliHead, we call it then. This has the same diameter, and then will be able to be equipped with a single row shut off, and each valve also is controlling the seed flow. So then we have 2 systems integrated in one, and we will be able to make section control something like 1.5 meter width, which we can then independently shut off and save more seats, especially in triangle shaped headlands. Yeah. The tire size, as I already said, they stay the same. We have them now here at 1.6 bar. The openers are now lower to the ground, so the axle is a little bit resting, so the tire is not supporting the full weight right now. That's why it's not at such it's still quite a round shape, but when we lift the openers, we will show you a picture what these tires are able to do, and to keep your soil healthy and the earthworms living, to protect the soil as best as possible. Alright. And we have another view on the metering system. From here, cannot open it right now because we were seeding the day before yesterday. So much for the metering system with a quick changeable rotor system. You just pull the stainless steel slider, then it will lock. Then you can release the seats with this wing nut, and then you take the 1 or 1.5 kilogram seats out, and then with those little two black bolts you remove them and take the head away, and then you can pull the rotor out, put the new one in, different size like you want, and this way is how we can possible change the rotor when still seeds are in the fertilizer, if that ever would be necessary. And if we zoom out, we will see here, like every seeder, we have our T-ForcePlus depth control. Also this seeder is totally fine with 2 sensors on the whole machine, one here in the front right section. Very robust system to secure always the right seeding depth in different kind of soils with different kind of resistance, and to get the seeds deep enough in hard soils and not too deep in soft soils. Alright, and here we see again our the main fan with a 2-way outlet. So the main one for the seats for the rear hopper goes to the rear, and this one here goes to the auxiliary bins, a little bit smaller, and then we have here the possibility to adjust the flap like this. Now it's fully open, and like this it would be fully closed. For the slug bait they now reduced it to almost the half, because it's much more than enough air on this machine. The seats are of course fully open, fully to the front. This is the oil cooler and also air heater, and if you want to clean it, you can just do that here, fold it away, and then you can really easily with the air pressure remove some dust and dirt. But in no-till, there's not much dust in the air, so you don't have to do it so frequently. Alright. Maybe a quick look to the hydraulics which we have connected here. We see here it's an old John Deere 8530. For the hydraulic hoses we need to go to the other side because there's a sticker. Yes, so here we have the sticker, yellow for folding, green for the fan. This is the second return. This is a load sensing, power load sensing steering hose, and then also the big return, very important for the fan, and then the drawbar to level the seeder properly to the tractor, and then the purple valves for the openers to raise and lower them at the headland. This way you can easily, when it's on an additional valve, you can easily set it in your headland management, like fend on teach in or something like that. And now when we look here to the tractor, we have one more color. It's the orange one. It's for the second fan. The second fan we see here, it's only a single air hose attached for the front hopper, again, for this kind size of seeder, the 8, 9 and 10 meter seeders have also a double fan to secure always a high output with high seeding rates as well with this working with. So that's why we have another color here. We have to update our sticker. So orange for this one. This tractor actually has 2 less connectors, so the other fan is right now not connected because we were using the drawbar and the folding in the farm, and also lowered the openers with the purple valve. So this is a big return, that's a small return to secure the fans running well, and this is a power line. And here on this tractor it was I guess later retrofitted here. It's a LS line, the blue one, for the to see how much oil he needs for the metering units and for the IntelliForce depth control. And then we have the lights for the trailer, and also here the isobus cable. Yeah, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the walk around of the new 750 series. It's a high performing seeder. We have seen it here in the field yesterday. You have even less turning at the headland because you have up to 25% more working with compared to the 6 meter seeder, but it comes on the same frame size, on the same tire size, so the dimensions are still very agile at the headland or in corners, and you will see it on the pictures how well this tractor can handle the machine. And it's a little bit underpowered, but it was still pulling it with 35 openers here with medium heavy loam and slightly wet conditions. Thanks for watching, and see you in Hanover at the Agritechnica Hall 11. Bye.